let's talk about your what you deem a very checkered academic history. What do you mean by that? I mean, I know about a checkered history. I mean, I have one myself, but
well, I guess, but it's interesting when you run for public office and people ask, what degrees you have and all of that. It simply means that I actually never graduated. I don't have a diploma from anything but that.
Let's big up to the high school graduates here.
I attended undergraduate college a couple of semesters, and then I always ended up in some political orchestration of events that was happening, whether it was fighting for what we call third world colleges. The first time I got arrested was in Berkeley.
The first time?
The first time I got arrested.
How many times have you been arrested?
About a half a dozen.
A half a dozen? Yeah! Don't mess with me! Police brutality! I'm sure. Did they hit you?
In some arenas it's a badge of honor. But it was rather interesting how I actually got arrested. But we were fighting for what we call third world colleges. It was a multicultural curriculum at the time that we didn't have in Berkeley. And so I was participating in that, and then I got thrown out of school, and then I got bored with school, I went to work, then I moved back to New York, and I reached out to some people that I knew, and they introduced me to the New School of Social Work, which is now just called the New School back in the Village. They had a BA and MA program, a combination. And I've been working in the corporate world for a long time, and they felt that the work experience I had, I could enroll in this program. So I took advantage of it because my employer was paying all of the tuition.
I'm down with that.
But they were only paying 60% if you took undergraduate classes and 100% if you took the master's degree classes. So yes, I took all the master's degree classes.
Well, the question is, how do don't they have a screening process for you to put forth your credentials in order to enter into this program?
Well, I had an interview. They had me take 2 classes as a non-matriculating student, which I got A's in. And they decided, this is the thing that a lot of people don't realize, is when you go to these universities, if you can pay the whole tuition, they'll let you in. Yeah. So they realized that I had the money, and they were more than happy to say, why don't you come and take this class?
So they'll let you in, they just won't give you a certificate.
Right. And so then I got involved. I left there because I stopped taking classes because I was working on the Jesse Jackson campaign in '84, and then I stopped in '86 because I ran for the state senate. So I came and went. Finally, in '88, I finished all of my master's degree studies. I had all the credentials I needed for my master's degree. And I was changing jobs, changing direction. I discovered that I was HIV positive. There was a lot of things changing in the world. And I thought I was going to get my degree. And they said, oh no, you don't have enough undergraduate credits. So you have to now enroll. And I had already left my job, so I had to pay for the tuition. So I basically told them to keep the goddamn certificate.
Whoa. For your face.
Your HIV positive. You did that 7 or 8 years back. And they wanted me to pay to go to school. I'm like, look, no, I'm bored with this now. I did this. I got mostly A's in the master's degree program. You can't have it anymore. So, as I'm saying, I never graduated as an undergraduate, never got my master's degree. I did complete high school, and I'm serving the city council. So, life has given me more degrees than I need.
Well, we're going to have to stop right there and take a break. We're going to be back with the Honorable, We're going to be back with more of the Honorable Mr. Phil Reed. See, I didn't go to college either. More back and more better. Okay? We are back with the Honorable Phil Reed. And we just did a 15-minute segment, and I'm like, when is the 7th minute coming? It came, it went, goodbye. Here we are. So here we are back now. It's 1989, you're 40 years old. You're HIV positive, you've been there for 8 years. You were born in the classroom, you've been chipped out of a degree. All this, you had a job, they paid for some of your postgraduate studies, they didn't give you a certificate.
Terrible.
How the hell did you decide to run for city council?
Well, that wasn't difficult. I mean, if you really want to make change in this world, and we see issues all the time, and it's discrimination, whether it's race-based, or economic-based. Really ultimately end up with the political process. And I've always been very political. I think part of it is that I grew up during the civil rights movement and the war movement. My family and those who were around us were very involved in that. And so I saw an opportunity in my community when the city council changed how it was organized. And I actually ran for that seat in 1991, the charter first changed. And I lost. And then in
Who did you lose to?
I lost to a schlub named Adam Powell.
A slug.
Yeah.
Named Adam. He got a freaking boulevard named
That's the problem. That's the problem. Got a boulevard and a building with his name on it.
What do you have? Did they
Not yet.
anything?
Not yet.
Hey, new movement now. We got to name a street after Phil Briggs, okay? I want something. One of those little streets downtown, okay? You know, those alleyways.
Up in the hood.
I think it's up in the hood. Up in Harlem, down. Okay, go ahead.
So I ran in 91, and then in 1997, I had an opportunity to run again. That seat was over. And I had just got through with being very sick with cancer. I had spent 2 years undergoing chemotherapy. And it was really somewhat of a miracle that I survived that. And then I had to find something to do with myself. I mean, doctors said I'm going to live. And here I was on disability.
Did you go, I'm gonna live?
I'm gonna live.
Did you get joyous?
Yeah, we had a party or two. And it so happened that a lot of people who had worked with me before felt that this was the thing that I really should be doing. And they said, let's run for office again. And I did. And I won in a landslide.
You won in the landslide?
Yes, sir.
What was the number like 65% or something like that?
There were 5 people in the race. I got 37% of the vote. The next person got 20%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now.
The New York Times said I trounced my opponent.
Trounced. I like the word trounced. Big up to the New York Times. Now, was this